There's nothing in the hole anymore. I hate it when characters in games and movies stick their hands in holes like that, knowing that there's something on the other side. You know, you can do that in Silent Hill Homecoming, and it'll actually trigger a cutscene, and if you don't put your hand out in time, something will literally bite your arm off. That happens to Alex in Silent Hill Homecoming. Alex can stick his hand right in a similar hole like that, and if he doesn't pull it out in time, something will bite his arm off. And James just did it here too. Like, he knew something moved the first time. Why would he stick his hand in there again? God, it reminds me of Graveyard Shift. Anybody ever see that movie based on the Stephen King story? Yeah, I forgot what the guy's name was. It wasn't Charlie, was it? Oh, Carmichael, that was it. Yeah, Carmichael. He stuck his hand right in a hole in the dark basement of a grungy, what was it, a textile mill, and that huge rat bat just bit his arm right off. Now that I think of it, there was a big clock in room 208. And it's like, Carmichael, you know there's a running around down there, a giant, huge mutant rat. You've seen it before. Why would you stick your arm in a hole knowing that it's only a few feet away from you? Especially when he was so close to getting out in the first place. There we go. Not that the other guys are much better in the first place, because they let him do it in the first place. Especially the foreman. You got the feeling he kind of wanted him to stick his arm in there. 'Cause he sure as hell wasn't gonna do it. The foreman's the smartest guy in that movie. He's also the most insane, but he's definitely the smartest. Okay, so we're on the other side now. Got a health drink. Alright, let's save our game just in case. Because I tell you, James is taking a beating from those stupid straitjackets. The mannequins not so much, but the straitjackets guys are annoying. And he's gone. So you're on the other side of the bars now. There's nothing here. It's locked. So you're gonna see something here that you've probably never seen before. So I'm just warning you. Prepare yourself. It's coming up right in a couple moments. So use the word, prepare yourself for what you're about to see. I got a courtyard key. Yep, it's happened. And yes, it is exactly what you think it is. There may not be any actual penetration, but yes, it does represent exactly what you think it does. There's a painting hanging on the wall. It looks like a landscape of this area. There's a painting hanging on the wall. It's some kind of strange landscape. I actually wonder if that's not supposed to be a painting of how the town really looks like. You know, before they turn it into a regular town. Underneath all the regular facade like in the other dimension, I wonder if that's not how it really looks like. because they did a similar thing on Eternal Darkness, where you can get one of the paintings at one point, one of the insanity effects. You look at it and there's a blood-soaked, skin-written landscape that's described as monstrous. And even though it's not made clear, you realize that that's actually what one of the ancients would do to the whole world if he took over, so... I wonder if that little painting here isn't actually a hint of how Silent Hill really looks like underneath the surface. You know what, that guy is getting gunned down, so I'm too annoyed by him. There, we got 50 bullets, that's enough. You too, buddy. Okay, now we can switch. I always found this painting kind of odd, because it looks like it's supposed to be a painting of James and Mary, or a picture of James and Mary, but they never lived at this apartment building. So, what exactly are those guys? Looks like there's something written on that table, but we can't really read it. There's another landscape, but it doesn't give you a description for it. Phone doesn't seem to work. And they're back. So we're just gonna run right past them. And we got canned juice. Now it's unlocked. So if you paid attention to it earlier, we already know where you have to use that juice. All that to get a packet of canned juice. There's a trash chute. There's some kind of strange garbage stuck in the hole. It looks like the garbage stuck in the dust chute has fallen through. The garbage bag is torn and the contents are strewn all. I got a coin, old man. Was this some gossip magazine, eh? The police announced today that Walter Sullivan, who was arrested on the 18th of this month for the brutal murder of Billy Locane and his sister Miriam, committed suicide in his jail cell early in the morning of the 22nd. According to the police statement, Sullivan used a soup spoon to stab himself in the neck, severing his carotid artery. By the time the guard discovered him, Sullivan was dead from blood loss. The spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. An old schoolmate of Sullivan's, Walter Sullivan's from his hometown of Pleasant River, said he didn't look like the type of guy who would kill kids. But I do remember just before they arrested him, he was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff like, "He's trying to kill me, he's trying to punish me, a monster, a red devil. Forgive me, I did it, but it wasn't me." The schoolmate then added, "I guess now that I think of it, he was kind of crazy." So that is a huge part of the story in Silent Hill 4, which we'll get to later on. We're gonna finish this, but yeah, that is a major part of the story there. So you notice they're trying to make it seem like the thing that you encountered earlier is the Red Devil. Later on they changed it up. I got my hand stepped on the first time I tried to get this. I wonder what happened to that kid. Who cares, James? Honestly, you shouldn't care either. So yeah, Walter Sullivan is a huge part of Silent Hill 4. And we'll get to that later on. So keep that in mind. Remember that little article for when we play the next game. After Silent Hill 3, of course, but... So let's go get to the fire escape. Son of a bitch. Yeah, sometimes turning out the light doesn't work if they're right in front of you. I used the fire escape key. there is no fire escape outside the door. Maybe they knocked it down when they built the building next door. I think I can get into the building next door if I go through the window in front of me. Man, they make it so dramatic. Look at that, it's only like 2 feet, and they make it seem like he's climbing a mountain or something. So here is something that disgusted a lot of the gamers who played this. You'll see why. Question: if there was something that you really wanted to get, but you couldn't get it because there's something in your way, would you wait and try to see if you can find another one like it? Or would you do this? Looks like a wallet. There's some kind of memo in it. 19.4.13.2. Yeah, James. James just did that. He doesn't even wash his hands either. Or even a handy wipes. So he just continues through the whole game, having stuck his hand in that thing. Yeah. Alright, so I think we'll save the game after we get this little bonus here, because it's getting late. So yeah, this is why I don't have combination lock at my workplace. I have just a regular little lock with the key. Oh, handgun bullets. Handgun bullets, handgun bullets. So we got 4 handgun bullets, which brings us up to 100. Also not bad. Yeah, so the save point's not here, so we're gonna have to go downstairs. So this is one of the bonus items I told you about. There are 4 in the game. We will not be getting all 4 because that gives you a very bad ending, and we don't want to get that ending this time. But you can pick up 4 of them and examine them. I'm going to pick up 3, the 3 most interesting ones, and examine those so you can see what they are. But yeah, we're not getting all 4 of them. White chrism, glass bottle containing milky white anointing oil. And just before we save, let's check this thing out here. There's something written on the desk. 3 bright coins and 5 holes be. At one end sits the seducer of she. The wind from behind the woman doth play. The formless one, null, lies furthest from day. The old one beside the serpents is not. 'Tis to the prisoner left that he doth rot. There's a line of 5 1-inch round depressions set into the table. So that's actually a hint as to what you're supposed to do with the coins. You're basically supposed to use the coins in there. You get 3 of them. Large coin imprinted with the face of an old man took it out of the trash chute exit. It looks like an old man. Yeah, so you're basically supposed to put the 3 coins there in a certain order and it'll unlock something there that you need. But we're gonna save that for next time, because we're already way past our time in recording this. Thanks to those stupid straitjackets and all the damage they did to James. Yeah, this game is really difficult on the hard setting, which is surprising since it's a complete pushover on normal settings. Like even Pyramid Head doesn't threaten you that much, but on hard they can really take some huge chunks out of your health, those spitting straitjacket monsters. So that's why we're playing it on hard, because we want to challenge folks. It's just way too easy on normal. So we're gonna save, and I think that'll be it for tonight. So we're up to 1 hour and 23 minutes. Not bad. This is not a very long game, but it's also not a short one. It's kind of about the right length for this type of game. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. This is a pretty good game, but it'll get better from here on in. Like I said, this is the most boring part of the game. Literally, the game gets a lot more interesting right after you leave this building. That's when you really start to meet new characters and see some of the other monsters and locations. My favorite part of it is actually the hotel, but we don't get to that part until the very end of the game. But yeah, it only goes up from here. Like, once you get past this little apartment building section, the game improves dramatically in quality. And there's a reason why. This is, remember, it's pretty much the masterpiece of survival horror. Not only the masterpiece of Silent Hill, but basically one of the masterpieces of the whole survival horror genre. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys more of that. I know the recording's a little rough. I haven't done many commentaries and I'm just starting out how to figure out this equipment and use it, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. So thank you again for watching. Again, I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. I look forward to it next time when we'll continue with this apartment section. There's also a boss coming up too, so that should be fun to watch. Thank you again, and in the words of one of the characters here that you'll see later on, see you again sometime. Bye bye.